Hey guys, how are you doing? Are you well? I'm not doing well, guys. I've been up late at night thinking about the big questions, important questions, like what would it sound like if Bohemian Rhapsody had been written by Arnold Schwarzenegger?
And is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? Get to the chopper.
Big questions. Yeah. It's always a shame when people don't like that one, because it took me 3 hours to make. The real shout out goes to my flatmates though, because the only thing worse than hearing "get to the chopper" 40 times through the wall is the realization that that was the first in an 8-part harmony. So, kind of yourselves lucky, guys. I don't know, I kind of asking these deep philosophical questions, like, what would it sound like if Simon and Garfunkel had a hype man?
Are you going
Listen.
to Scarborough Fair?
He wants to know if you'll be attending the fair. Verbs. Rosemary and Time Month.
So I'm currently unemployed. Maybe you can tell. Yeah, it's good difficult. I'm feeling quite anxious recently, mainly because I've been trying to follow the dance instructions of classic funk and disco songs.
Get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Get down, get down, get down, get down. Get up, get on up. Get up off of that thing. Get up.
What do you want from me?
I envy my elbows for being able to wake up every morning in my arms.
Yes, I've been trying to deal with my anxiety. I've been listening to the self-help guide. Actually, it says this.
Get familiar with your anxieties. Try saying them out loud to yourself.
That is a terrible piece of advice. Imagine having a nice time at a party and the guy on your left is suddenly like, "I'm worried I'm not contributing enough to this conversation." It's not going to relax anyone.
I used the last of the toilet paper. No one else can poo now.
Horrible advice. Horrible. They say anxiety comes from perfectionism, don't they? I'm not really the kind of person that needs to dot the I's and cross the T's and align the A's and border the B's and camber the C's and direct the D's and even the E's and fix up the F's, garnish the G's and heighten the H's and shoot up the J's and keep the K's and level the L's and modify the M's and neaten the N's and order the O's and polish the P's and work the Q's, rectify the R's and sort out the S's and upright the U's and validate the V's and widen the W's and xeriscape the X's and yoke and the Y's and zip up the Z's. Like, that's not really me. It was all one breath. It wasn't. Yeah. I think music can help with anxiety because music's kind of predictable, isn't it? Like the drop in dance music. You know the drop, that moment in the song where it builds, getting louder and louder, and then suddenly the music cuts, and a really deep voice says literally anything, and then the beat drops, and it's always awesome. It's like, yeah, something's coming. What is it? I don't know.
Gloves are just socks for your hands.
Literally anything. Literally anything sounds good about that. If you've got a stomachache, try easing the pain with some Hispanic whimsy by pronouncing it stomachache. I like music because it's kind of nostalgic, isn't it? It's familiar, like Disney songs from the 1940s. They always do the same three things, don't they? Like slightly grating soprano voice, insanely quick vibrato, and epically questionable lyrics, like. I'm waiting for a prince to kiss me, non-consensually. Do you know what I mean? It's so familiar, so nice. Like like Arctic Monkeys, always do the same two things. Lyrics about gritty urban nightlife, reference to the Bible that doesn't have any relevance, followed by a huge guitar riff. Nightclub danger, no regrets. Bouncer doesn't like my vest. Total strangers in the dark, compromising Noah's Ark. It's so nice, so nice. Like James Blunt, alternate between full voice and falsetto. A metaphor about love that sounds like it was written by a 10-year-old, followed by a tropical house drop. My love is round and white inside. Wrap it in a cardboard box. You know what I mean. My love is polystyrene. So nice, so familiar, isn't it? It is really nice. I like music, I think mainly because of the tension, you know, the rise and fall. I think the best example of this is George Friedrich Handel, Zadok the Priest. This is a masterclass in tension building, okay? Can you feel that? Something's coming. What is it? I don't know. George Friedrich Handel! Literally anything. Sounds good in that gap. Literally anything. Quite amazing.
Interrupt this show for an advert from our sponsors.
It's final exams week, and that means I need to bring my grammatical A game. My secret weapon? Grammarly. Before Grammarly, my spelling and grammar were all over the place, but now, me grammar much good. I used to get confused between further and farther, but now I know to write, my further doesn't love me. I used to punctuate incorrectly, but now I don't anymore. I used to overuse the passive voice, but now the passive voice is never being needed to be overused by me again. My goodness at grammar is big and better. My badness, much worse. Grammarly. Make less mistakes. Sorry. Make fewer less mistakes. My friends say I fictionalize my life to avoid confronting my flaws, he said handsomely. I wanted to finish on something big, something dramatic. I thought, what's the most dramatic thing I've ever seen? And I think it's this Facebook conversation I'm going to show you from 2007. This is a real Facebook conversation. I've blocked out all the names for data protection, obviously, with the exception of Jack White, who is a prick and deserves everything he has coming to him. This is my Facebook opera. Okay. No! Why has this happened? This is so painful! What's up, babe? Are you okay? I don't wanna talk about it. Please emoji. Now this is where we meet the villain of our tale. Then why did you post it on here? LOL. Chuck, you're not funny. She's obviously hurting. Call me ASAP, babe. Hello, ASAP, babe. Fuck off, Jack. You're actually not funny. But Jack doesn't fuck off. No. He returns, this time with backup. Yeah. I.e. the times of yore. Smiling face with balloons coming out of his eye. In the meantime, Rebecca seems to have lost the plot completely. Guys, can you just leave it? Yes, you are! That's obviously not true. No, it's not! Now we realize Jack White has got full evil mastermind. I deleted my comments, so it looks like you're arguing with your slap. Out of nowhere, a voice of calm, a voice of reason. Hello, Hattie. Sorry to hear you're upset. what aren't you doing? Rebecca's still not got the answer she wanted. She's starting to freak out. And, what's wrong? Why aren't you picking up? Question mark, question mark. Still no response. This is getting really bad. Babe, question mark, get back to work. Still on the plug best. I'm fine. Literally anything. Sounds good in that gap. I'm Archie Henderson. You guys have been really lovely. Have a nice night. See you later.